Hey guys, it's Jovi and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Thank you all for coming today. Please don't forget to like this video. Like it on your way in because you are going to forget. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm Jovi. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Please follow. Please subscribe. So listen, y'all. I wanted to switch it up a little bit, even though we're still talking about some traumatic crap today. I wanted to talk about this whole Blueface and Chrisean Rock no jumper situation. I literally just watched the first, I believe it was 35-40 minutes of the interview. The part where she got put out. Yo, I'm sick of this whole situation, yo. I can't. I don't even know what to say. All right. Well, I do know what to say. I have a lot of opinions and but before we even begin, okay, please, like I said, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are not already subscribed. Follow me on my social media platforms. Hit me up on that Twitter, y'all. My Twitter is growing, so y'all better hit me up and subscribe to and follow me on Twitter. I might follow you back. And let me drop this intro so we could get ahead and get on with the show because I got some words for Chrisean. Y'all know I normally be like, she's damaged and she is all of this, but and however, no, absolutely not. Also, I forgot to mention, if you don't already know, I was having some issues with my eyes, so I will not be on camera until Monday. I want I want to be fully healed or whatever. So I will not be on camera until Monday. I know y'all normally used to seeing my beautiful face and my reactions, but I have to make sure my eyes heal completely before I attempt to put my contacts back on. Now let's get on with the freaking show. Do I want to show the on-site clips or tell y'all how we got here, how we got there? Because like I said, I watched the episode. I watched the first 40 minutes of the episode up until when she got put out. And I'm disgusted. Can I be very clear with y'all? I'm disgusted by everything that happened. I'm disgusted by Chrisean. Like, she's dangerous. I'm gonna be real. She's dangerous. She's dangerous. I 1,000% believe that Blueface is, abusive as well, and antagonizing and gaslights the hell out of her. But that girl is dangerous. Okay. I think like yikes. I watched that interview and I am just I'm flabbergasted. Okay. I'm flabbergasted. I have not watched their show and I'm not willing to watch it. Okay. But and however, you know what? Let's pull up what she said about it, and then I'll give y'all my breakdown and y'all tell me what y'all think about what occurred. Okay, first we're gonna show, hold on, let me pull it up. We're on site. Okay, so I guess let's start here.
She off that Hennessy, man.
Take her outside. There's nothing to talk about.
There's nothing to talk. Like, all that's gonna do is add fuel to the fucking fire.
No. This, when I tell you, this is about 45 minutes, like 30 minutes into a conversation that I saw devolving from jump. Okay, she was drunk, belligerent, kept trying to get more liquor. Okay. And y'all know I really fuck with Chrisean, but watching this interview, no ma'am. No, ma'am, child.
I gotta take you. I gotta take you.
He come here, bro. When you like, why you doing that? Why you doing that? What are you doing that for?
Josh, don't worry. Whatever it is, I mean, you would. It's good. Hey, Josh, how's the camera? How's the TV? Is it good?
Josh is Blueface, child. All right. This is another one. It's another one, child. I watched the whole thing, okay? I'm about to give it to y'all because, again, you know, and you know I'm always in here telling Jada to have some empathy for the girl. And I listen, I still have not lost my empathy for the girl, but the girl needs to get away from that boy before she kill him. Okay, I'll be real. If anybody go kill anybody in this, well, I'm sorry, I shouldn't use that K word because they gonna demonetize me. But she's out of control. I ain't gonna hold you. She is whole out of control, and she wants to force her will on him and everybody else in the room. Okay, it was really, really, really bad. Okay, and yeah, like I said, y'all know I am the first one to be like, you know, support her. She needs mental help. She does. Okay, this is drinking on top of mental health. Mind you, she started off the interview. I'm gonna show y'all some clips by saying that she might be pregnant. She's either pregnant. What she said, she's either pregnant or I guess her period about to come, PMSing or whatever. If you pregnant, why are you down in liquor? It's so bad that the interview guy, the no jumper guy, he was like, you need, you know, maybe she needs to start drinking some rosé or some champagne. This Hennessy, she went off in the middle of the freaking discussion. She got up and went and got the bottle of Hennessy, child, and was sitting in there and was throwing it in her freaking little bottle of orange soda. I ain't never mixed orange soda and Hennessy before. All right, listen, I am sick. When I say like 5 minutes before I got on here, just finished watching it. Like it is brand new for me. I am sick and tired of situations like this. I'm gonna be real. I am so sick and tired, and it's not lost on me. Like, it's the constant disrespect. I tell y'all all the time, I don't want to be with no dude who's calling me bees and hoes. You know, like, why are we even in this situation? Because to some extent, they were okay. So it's all the real crazy, because it was crazy from before. But the real crazy started when they started talking about her hitting a dude in the glass, Blueface in the head with the glass cup. And, you know, it basically, she, I don't know. I want to say this, but I'm going to say this. I don't want to say this, but I'm going to say this. Okay. I'm going to say this. I think that especially with the, living women attempting to live in their feminine and wanting a certain treatment from certain types of guys, one, we should already know what kind of guy is not going to treat you like the way you want to be treated, right? Number one, we know she's damaged, we know she's broken, etc., etc. Any situation where guy is calling you B's and H's, any situation where y'all are calling each other nigga this and nigga that, I think or bruh or son. I'm from New York City. I ain't calling nobody bruh except if they're one of my 5 brothers. It creates a situation where you are no longer looked at, and I'm not oh God, I don't want to say this, but I gotta say it. I'm not making you are no longer looked at as someone who should be protected. Okay. And I don't think Chrisean gathers that they don't need to be together. And for some reason, she keep thinking that she gonna beat him into submission, or he keep thinking that he's going to beat the trauma out of her. I don't know what is going on, but I don't like it. And people are going to go 6 feet. Someone is going to end up 6 feet under. Drinking my little soda. Shit, I'm drinking some more soda. I ain't mixed with no Hennessy though. All right, so let's watch these clips. Again, hopefully we don't get hit. Where's the volume? They won't even let me turn the volume down. Hold on, I can. Hold up, wait a minute. Well, I guess I might have to end up cutting the clips out of it, but we'll see.
I'm right here. I'm fucking right here.
This
I'm
is
right
her
here
weird
with you.
shit she started
Stop
doing.
playing with me with Shark. I love you. You just
He's like, please stop. It is like, honestly, I saw Blueface in this moment in the first, like I said, the first 35 minutes of this show. I saw him. It's no editing. It's no editing. It was straight. It was straight. It was like, yo. Men can be abused. Men can be abused. And Chrisean is out here, in my opinion, crying and trying to manipulate the situation. I'm going to say this right. I'm going to say what I'm saying. Okay? Not want to be held accountable. She hit the nigga in the head with a glass. If you saying, oh, he was disrespectful to me and then leave him. And then it really jumped off when he said he wanted basically a peaceful woman. Basically a woman that's not going to hit him in the head with the glass and call him a B word or call him, basically that's how the shit's jumped off with the argument and the fight with where the glass situation started. Because she started calling him, you acting like a B, you acting like a B, you acting like a B. Listen, I told y'all a long time ago and I stand by it. Okay? Once you take a man, well, I told you my grandmother told me this a long time ago, okay? Once you take a man balls from him, you cannot give them back. Okay? Once you take a man balls from him, you cannot give it back. And he's going to do everything after that to disrespect you. And I'm not saying none of this shit is right at all. Okay? With either of them. But I need us to understand the mentality of what the fuck is going on his side now. Because we didn't listen. Once you take a nigga balls away from him, you cannot give it back. And he gonna do everything after that to prove like he's a man. That's why he's running around with the baby mama. Okay, that's why he be posting the baby mama saying shit to trigger her because he needs to feel like a man. I'm so mad that I'm not even gonna say I'm so mad that I'm agreeing with that. I'm recognizing Blueface's trauma right now because I saw it, but I did not see it. Okay, I really didn't want to recognize it for what it was because I know he is abusive. But when I tell you her behavior, y'all know I used to be in an abusive marriage. Long time ago, child. A long time ago. But I recognize it and the triggers and the emotional manipulation that abusive people do to you. Okay? And her being a girl, they're both abusive as hell, if you ask me. Her being a girl just adds on to it.
Trying to isolate me from that conversation. I love you. I'm sorry.
He's drunk as shit.
You want me to be the bitch you talking
She's talking about, I'm sorry. She's trying to beg him back because he said basically he want a girl that's not that he ain't got to go through this crazy shit with. Ain't got to be calling him bees and basically emasculating him. Right? He's talking about he was indirectly, but if you know, we all know, talking about his baby mama specifically, which probably triggered her, and now she's like, I'll be calm, but if you want me to act like that, I will act like that. My man, you've been saying that for a long time. I hardly doubt that this is not the first time she has said that to him. Okay, he know she's mentally messed up too. Okay, he knows that because after the part, again, we'll show you the part where she got put out the studio and she was wilding out. He said, he was like, but of course she's on Bad Girls Club and she was on his show. Remember, he had a Blueface club or some shit like that. That's where he met her and a whole bunch of other girls. He was like, yeah, they was all damaged. You kind of got to be damaged to be on, to have been on my show. So he recognized it. Okay. So he knew this girl was damaged when he brought her into his life. And listen, you have to recognize crazy and choose yourself. Now, whether that's the woman and a man, we normally are talking to women, you know, but in situations like this, my man,
Bro, what you talking to?
look at him. This is how he was the entire time. She was wilding out. He got passive. I watched him get
I'll be
passive.
cool and I'll be quiet. I'll be
I
cool.
speak for myself.
I'll be cool and I'll be quiet. Like, I'll be cool.
You're
Like,
gonna be quiet. Why are you still talking?
cause I'm talking to you,
What are
Daddy.
you talking about?
Cause Daddy,
I'm talking to you, Daddy.
I'm talking to you. How I feel.
So let's bring things.
Not in your head like that.
Look
Rock,
at
I
her.
have a question for
She
you.
pulling his
trying to
head
get
towards
some questions
her,
here, sweetie.
telling him where he
For
can
real,
look.
for real.
I don't care.
I don't.
look bad.
I'm
I look like myself.
Rock, I have a question for you.
The fuck?
Look at him. Let's go to the next one.
Asking hard
right
questions that nobody never asked.
I'm
right here. So I'm answering them. Stop playing. You want to be with me?
You see this
I
crap?
fuck with that.
You
She
see.
said her
Now I'm talking over people. I'm like, Joe, why are you talking over? Listen, I don't want to get hit. You know, the audio be the audio, okay? The audio be the audio. All right, but that's why I'm talking over it a little bit, you know, so y'all could kind of see and maybe hear, but you know, AI will hear my audio as well. Because again, like I told you, the freaking this new Instagram update on the computers is retarded. And where's the mute button there? I can't even play the video and mute it. It's out of control. It's out of control.
It's a hard ass question.
Look. Because at the beginning of the show, the host basically asked if it was trauma bonding, and she was like no, and he was like no, but then just now she was like, you know, because it's the trauma. That's why the host was like, see, we recognize listen, we get it, but we don't have to deal with it.
She said, hold on. We're trying here, baby. But
Well, I have another hard question.
Look at Blue keep moving back.
I'll be that bitch.
He keep moving back.
You
There we
said-
go. She put her
any other
hand on
bitch.
his neck. That's the part. Y'all see that? She already trying to force his face to look where she say to look. Do what the fuck she say. I don't like it, y'all. This is what triggered me. Because I needed to see. I said, you know what? Let me not go off these clips. Let me watch this shit. Okay? Oh, I'm disgusted. She had her fucking hand on his neck. Like, do what I say. He moved her hand, and this is where the shit. And he said, you know what? I'm out. He moved her hand, and then he said, you know what? Y'all do this interview. I'm out. That's how it jumped off.
Quiet. I'll be cool.
Look, I'll be cool. I'll be cool.
Like,
No, you won't.
I'll be cool.
You're gonna be quiet. Why are you still talking?
She's
I'm
yo,
talking to
I
you.
would be
What are you
afraid.
Because Daddy, I'm talking to you.
Come on, Daddy. No. Just cause. No.
So let's
no.
bring things.
Not in your head like
No.
that.
Rock, I have a question for you.
we're
Nope.
trying to get
I'm
some
not
questions here,
being
sweetie.
Not at all.
For real, for real.
I don't care.
The whole
I don't
set
like
they
that.
asses there like they should have.
Look
I'm
like
not getting because she
myself.
would have swung
Rock, I have
on
a
him if
question
they
for
would
you.
have got up. I ain't gonna
Asking
hold you.
hard questions that
She would have whole swung on the hostesses. Okay. It was. We don't have to play all of that. It was a lot of shit going on in the back. All right. Again, if you want to see the whole video, go watch No Jumper. You're going to be shook. Okay. Now they sit there. This is the thing, because you know they got this show out now. She puts all her body on top of him, like like it's weird. I don't like it, and it's not in a. Because again, I put my leg on a dude, like you know, my dude. I put my leg on a dude, but it's like she putting it on him so he doesn't go anywhere. It's like she's trying to hold him down, literally. Okay. Then she said, Blue told them, take me out of the interview. Once I got up, after I said something too revealing, and I wasn't good looking for Blue. So it offended Blue, and he got me removed because I told him I didn't hit first with a glass till he did what he did first before glass got involved. I felt like they was trying to set me up in the interview. Girl, ain't nobody was trying to set her up in that interview. She set herself up. She started off the interview on 10. Acting like every little thing the interviewers was asking her was insulting. If you don't want to be there, let Blue go ahead and do his. Hold on, what? Okay, no, this one's to everybody. Let him go ahead and do his interview without you there. Okay? She said, why y'all keep playing with me, bros? This the problem. Another problem. I saw this girl, she made a clip. One of y'all sent it to me. Shout out to the subs, child. One of y'all sent it to me on IG. She made this, it was a TikTok. I'm trying to post more on TikTok too. Child, listen, anyway. It was a TikTok, and this girl was like, I think I reposted it on my Instagram. But nonetheless, this girl was like, we want to be more feminine, etc., but it's not safe to be feminine. I 1,000% agree. I also agree that a lot of this situation, like with this girl, Chrisean, who I normally am defending, I'm telling my regular subs about themselves, trying to defend this child's actions, and I just can't do this shit no more. And I can't, especially after watching this video. We cannot put ourselves, ladies, in effed up positions where we are not safe, and then not remove ourselves, and then be so confused when the fuck shit happens. Okay? Like we were speaking yesterday about these girls who had babies, average 3 babies for some deadbeat dude. And my thought was like, after the first baby, like what, even if you were young and dumb and stupid, cool. After the first baby, what made you continue to stay in those situations? Right? And I know abusive heart. Like I said, I was in abusive. I get it. But like back then, there was no social media or TikTok or no other kind of freaking support. What makes you stay in a position to say, I would like to be a feminine, soft woman, but I'm in a position where I got to be hard? Let's get the hell out of those positions. Let's remove ourselves. Because honestly, if Chrisean is trying, if all of this, and he's gaslighting her, this is what she was trying to say, he's gaslighting you and all of this shit, why are you still with him? Why are you with him? And I don't want to hear I love you, because you know what? The fuck does that mean? What does that mean at the end of the day if you feel like your mental health or your life is in danger? What does love have to do with it at that point? If you have to turn yourself into a male version of yourself to be safe with some dude you're dating, what is the point? What's the point? Please somebody tell me, because I have no idea. Let's continue. She said, why y'all keep playing with me? Why you keep playing with me, bro? This world ain't for me. What you threatening to murk yourself now? You threatening to murk yourself now? This world is what it is. This is like the Christians talking about being of the world and in the world. We are in the world. Okay, you cannot behave like this and then think it's okay because you want some ratchet screams. I'm not even okay with how we do stuff together and we crash out bad because too much pride and evil is involved. I'm telling you this. I'm telling you, bro, this ain't nobody's fault but mine. A life learning lesson. Set boundary with people. It don't matter who it is. Girl, what the F are you talking about? If it's so toxic, he is so toxic. He got you acting like a little man. You out here thugging and rolling down the fucking street, fighting him every other day. Then maybe you should leave him for your own benefit. For your own benefit. Because you will always be ghetto ass, crazy ass, drunk ass Chrisean Rock. Even when the day come that you and him are not together, hopefully you don't put his ass in a freaking in a box. Then she said, Blue told me, told him take me out the interview. Oh, wait. Okay. She been said he started the altercation. Blue told them take me out the interview once I got up after I said something too revealing. And it wasn't a good look for Blue, so I offended Blue, and he got me removed because I told them I did. Well, the host should have got her removed because she was disrespecting the host too. Child, both of them. Okay, the girl was trying so hard with her, trying to I get it, I understand, but she was just so nasty. Put the fucking liquor down. You ain't a good drunk. Because I told him I didn't hit first with the glass, so he did what he did first before glass got involved. I felt like they was trying to set me up in the interview to make it seem like I started an altercation. One thing about me, I'll be okay if I started this altercation physically. But this time he should have said next question instead of talking about a situation, and we both knew what happened. I didn't feel like anybody had my back. I felt I had to really say what happened because the interview really triggered me, bro. So then say it and shut up because you're not saying anything. You're not saying anything. She said he started the altercation. Okay, and now what? And then what? And then what? What? I'm sick. I'm tired. So then Blue this morning, he goes, when she displays this type of irrational behavior on Baddies or Blue Girls Club, you guys applaud and cheer. But when it's a different setting and it doesn't look as good, you guys want it to be everybody else's fault. This is how she carries herself with or without me. Shit. Alcohol isn't her problem. Her mentality is her problem. All you people on here making excuses for a lack of self-control and irrational behavior is contributing to the problem. Accountability. Child, I'm not doing it no more. I'm not doing it no more. I'm not doing it no more because I'm tired. I was so disgusted by that interview. I was so disgusted by her behavior. They came in real nice, trying to, tiptoeing around her because she triggered from jump. But I also think she was annoyed that it wasn't about her. I ain't gonna hold you. Because they was asking Blue some questions, and it was like she kept doing things on the sideline. Mind you, the camera was running. There was no edits. Hold on, let me drink this. There was no edits. It just ran through, right? She assaulted the guy. Then they started talking about basically disrespecting your dude. Like, she was like, yo, it's a double standard. The reality is, I don't care if it's a double standard. Act like you got some sense. Sit the hell down. If he's disrespecting you, then you shouldn't be with him to begin with. Fuck a double standard. There's no double standard because a guy that you're effing, a guy, period, but a guy that you're effing should not be out here calling you bees. And you still with him. The minute you allow that shit to happen, it's going to continue to happen. He's going to respond the way he's going to respond because a guy don't like to be called a bee. I'm not being an asshole. That's just what it is. You should have had enough self-respect for yourself. I'm going to call a spade to dub him when he started disrespecting you. You cannot act like a man and then be confused of why people don't want to treat you like the girl that you are. I'm going to be real with you. And like I said, I have tried to support this girl for so long. I'm sick and tired. And again, watching that interview, as a woman, I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed that I supported her so long. Because I'm sitting here and I'm watching this shit go down and she's saying all of this shit and the way she even responded and even he's trying to be rational with the girl, trying to keep her calm. It's like, it's crazy. It's like y'all ever had a situation or a relationship or whatever where you had to manage a nigga? I've been there. I ain't too proud as well, you know, to be honest with y'all and say you had to manage him, not even necessarily his reactions to you, but his just reactions to other people and how he comes off and what he says and what he does, because you don't want him to look bad. You don't want y'all to look bad. The whole front part of the interview, he's trying to manage her reactions, how she's gonna blow up, trying to keep her calm, trying to explain things to her, you know, and again, she's stomping off in the middle of the interview to go get fucking Hennessy bottles when you need to be, so she grabbing cups. They talking about this situation and she's trying to grab the cup out of his hand because she need another fucking shot. I told you she started this interview hostile as shit, okay? Hostile and annoyed, drunk probably, and freaking annoyed, telling us, and it wasn't even in the first 5 minutes they asked, you seem a little, you know, are you okay? And she was like, oh no, you know, I'm probably pregnant, or I'm just not in a good mood. I'm probably either pregnant or my period is about to come. So, you know, so from jump, she was explaining her disgusting fucking behavior. It's too much. It was too much. It's too much. I am hold on. Sorry. Okay. I just got a text from the school. Anyway, I'm sick. I'm sick of her. I'm sick of this behavior. Some people set their own selves up. You know, this is just who she is. This is who she is. And I get it because she grew up like trash. But at what point in your life do you hold yourself accountable for your behavior? Right? You've been given this amazing opportunity. You have this show, you have your Bad Girls Club and all of this shit. This cannot be your real life all the time. You cannot just be like this. You cannot force a dude to be with you because you are freaking dysfunctional and crazy. And like the way she followed him out, it's like, I think she does that shit all the time. I really think, like, I don't think he can break up with her. You know, I'm sick that I said that because people been saying that for a while, and I've been like, y'all niggas are stupid. Y'all niggas is crazy. What you mean he can't break up with her? But again, we have to also remember that dudes be in abusive relationships too. They be in abusive relationships too. And the way she was like pulling his face and he's just trying to move back. That's like, I'm gonna force you to do what the fuck I want you to do. I'm gonna make you. It's like these crazy men out here. I'm gonna make you do what I want. I'm gonna make you. Right? She forcing his face to be on her face. He can't have a conversation with nobody. Right? He's trying to do the interview, can't have a conversation with nobody if she ain't in it. And then you got to only talk about what she's willing to talk about. Right? She want to say, oh, because because they tried to make it about me. No, well then say what he did to you. He started it. Even if you want to say he smacked you first or whatever the case is, they're saying busting a man in the head with a piece of glass ain't it? And then you still with him? What for? What? For why? Why are you doing this shit? Why she arguing with the jumper interview guy? I don't even know his name, child. She arguing with him. She mad at him. She's like, oh, you taking his side? It's like, at this point, it's not necessarily even about sides. What about your safety, sis? You out here, bust him in the head with a glass. He could have died. You could go to jail. But the reality is that a lot of people live like that. Their real life is like that. We heard about her dad beating the crap out of her mom her whole life and tying her to trees and so nobody could hear her cry. All of this crazy, irrational, dysfunctional shit. And that is just who she is. It may look good for TV, but in real life, somebody like that will kill you. And smile in they fucking and they mugshot. Okay, I'm gonna go to these comments. I'm gonna drop the link. Hold on. I'm gonna go to these comments. Like I said, wait a minute. I'm gonna drop the link in case anybody want to come up. Again, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Excuse me. Please follow, please subscribe. And again, for those who just got in here, y'all know I'm normally on camera, but I'm having contact issues, so y'all will be able to see me on Monday. But until then, we'll be streaming like this. Please don't forget to also donate to the channel. My Cash App is on the screen. All that good stuff. Thank you very much. Now let's get into these comments. Hello everybody. Hello everybody. Hello Danny from Brooklyn. Hey Nicole, how you doing, boo? She said, I don't even watch TV. Girl, I didn't watch. It's all over the internet. I opened it up. I did see that it was this. I don't know when this happened, last night or the night before. I don't know when they take this stuff, but they always arguing. So at first it was like, whatever. Like, she needs to do, she's mentally ill. It's her mentality. He's right about that. He's right about that. It's the drinking. The drinking just adds to it. But it's just, she's just a ghetto ass girl that grew up like garbage. She grew up like garbage, and it's just the garbage. And people who grew up like garbage, they will sabotage themselves and destroy their lives and their future. I've seen clips of when she was talking to Whack, and she was like, oh, when Whack 100 was telling her, because he apparently is Blueface manager, when that, she's messing up his career and da-da-da-da. And she was like, it's fine. I got it. She trying to, it's like, I don't know at this point, y'all. It is so dysfunctional. It is so nasty. It is so, she is like trying to sabotage him. That's what it feels like. It feels like, it's starting to feel like she sabotages him so he'll need her. That's why she always trying to talk about the baby mama being broke, even though Blueface be sending the baby mama her money or whatever, because we already know that. Hold on, let me drink this soda. Even though Blueface be sending her, and I think that's another reason why Blueface probably be sending the baby mama the money to hold it down, because he recognized, like, she sabotaged his career. I see you, Nadia. I'm going to click on you in a minute. She sabotages his career and then and then make it that he needs her. It's financial abuse as well. Like, he needs her. Without her, he won't have nothing. But then, like, oh yeah, he controls everything. He controls all the money. But where does the money come from? It comes from her. It's not like he could go back and be a rapper. Even in the interview, he was talking about, oh, he basically don't want to rap no more. He was saying, which is bullshit, crap, that, yeah, I made it. So, I want to go on to other things. But the reality is he really can't. Because she done destroyed any bit of freaking cred. Because any freaking rap he attempt to come out with, any drama, these little mumble rappers be drama. Everybody gonna call out him being a B word and how Chrisean treats him. Hey, Naughty, how are you, boo?
Hey, Jovi. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
I just wanted to sound off really quick, Jovi, because I'm at work. But I'm over Chrisean. I'm over her playing in our face. You see what I'm saying? And then she'll turn around and manipulate and say she's depressed and she messed up with Blue. She needs to get off social media and get help. He has been love bombing her forever.
Yeah.
And she just needs to realize what she is. She's the bag for him.
Yeah. But I think she knows that. And she uses that to keep him.
You can't keep no man that don't want to be kept, Jovi.
That's
leave
true.
it there.
That's true.
Y'all have a good day, y'all.
You too, boo. Hey, Star.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. Thank you for letting me come up. I just wanted to say, like, in relation to what the last caller just said, well, in reality, Blue was the bag for her, and now the roles have changed.
Mm-hmm.
To me, they both are just crazy, and it's pretty sad to see. One thing that I will say is that girls like her make it bad for girls I'm gonna say guys too. Guys like him make it bad for guys who really like put in work, who really don't disrespect women, who really
Yeah.
are just trying to be upstanding guys. But the world, this is what we want to see. I keep hearing people say like they're gonna be done, they're gonna be done. No, they're not. The world like it. The masses like it. Same for Chrisean. It's pretty sad to just see this. But guess what? Girls the opposite of her, they don't get no love. You know what I mean? They call it boring.
Mm.
And that's what's really sad about it. So this will continue. People gonna continue to support them until they either in jail or dead. Cause that's really those the only two things that come out of relationships like that.
Yeah.
Period.
Period.
and I would hate to see her have a kid.
Oh
Cause
God.
that's just gonna continue the cycle.
Yep.
So it's just to me it's just really really sad, and it's pathetic. And then also for them to keep, I know it's a bag or whatever, but to go on platforms that just solely want to extort Black people for this type of behavior.
Well, they are, like you said, I do understand they are in urban setting, so they would be on urban media. Who else would want to see that? Except for us, because we love destruction. But I swear to you, they did not jump that shit off. The host, they didn't jump that shit off.
Yeah. I mean, baby girl, she was really trying. She kept trying to, like, well, can I just ask you a question? She kept trying to, but it's just no.
Yeah.
Like that girl, she just too far gone. And then to even when she got in the hallway, she kicked the TV. It's just like it just reminded me of like a toddler
Yeah.
having a breakdown. Like, baby girl, you are grown. What
Mm.
what is the issue?
Yeah. I agree. I
I
do.
don't know. It's just pretty sad. But to go, she reminds me of what, although we didn't really see it in the media, she reminds me of what they said Megan used to be like when she gets intoxicated.
Mm.
But I know females like that, and people think it's cute. Like the next day, like when they messed up and they drunk and they act like that, but then the next day it's like, oh girl, you was tripping. I know too many females like that, and it's sad. It's pretty sad.
Yeah, but the real okay. So then I have to ask you, what do they lives look like? Because we might know
That's a good question. You know what their lives look like?
what.
The ones that I do know that are like that, they date like I don't want to say like they date like the street dudes. They real pretty, like
Mhm.
similar to Chrisean, real pretty, got the body. They go for the dudes, who the street dudes who got the money, but they love that type of behavior. Blue like that. Most dudes like that toxic behavior.
Oh, well, you're right. If he ain't like it, he wouldn't have been there.
Yeah. And the girls I know, the dudes, they love it. It'd be like, oh, she just tripping, she just toxic, but I love it. And then, like I said, but then a girl that come along who got some sense, oh, she's boring.
But do you? But no. Okay. So do you really want to be? Do you really want the street dudes to be attracted to you?
No,
That's
not
my
at all.
point. Like
I like the smart dude in the corner.
that's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, I get it, and like, but I don't want it to. I don't want to make it seem like, oh, but then nobody likes the smart girl or the decent guy. That's not true. The toxic motherfuckers don't like them, which thank God. Thank God. Because again, that's why I said, like, who are they dating? Okay, they dating street dudes who are gonna end up putting a baby in them, not taking care of them after a while, abandoning them after a while, going to jail, just not, you know what I'm saying? So in the long run, what do they really get? That's what I'm saying.
The fame, because that's really what it is. Like no different from the street dude. Like when you in the streets, you typically like you're known on the scene. This is no different than that. They're just in the spotlight in a different type of way. So it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's really what it boils down to. But no, do I want a street dude to like me? No. Now will
Hell
I
no.
be honest and say like, do I like a dude? I'm from Detroit, so do I like a dude that's, a little got that edge. Like,
Yeah.
yes. But do I want him to be in the streets? No. Do I want to be in a toxic relationship? No, because I don't want nobody touching me. I ain't gonna touch nobody. I don't want nobody touching my stuff. I don't like all of that. But majority of the pretty girls who like real pretty, who, you know, that's just what it is. No matter if it's the streets or if it's, you know, this type of famous, if it's with the rappers or the athletes, it's the same thing.
Yeah. It's
So
sad.
yeah, it's pretty sad, but
All right.
child, I don't know. I just hope that girl don't bring a kid in the world.
You
And
and me both. I
that's
can't
messed up
do
to
it.
say, but Jesus, please.
It's not messed up. It's the truth. It's the
Yeah.
truth.
Well, thank you for letting me come up.
Thank you so much, Star, for coming up. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Bye bye.
Bye. All right, guys. So yeah, like I said, the link is in the chat in case anybody want to come up. I do want to say that Nadi just gave us $5. Shout out to you, sis. Shout out to you. She said for a good show. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Like I said, all donations are helpful. All donations are great. Thank you. I don't care if it's $1, $2, 5, 10, 20. I appreciate all of you. Okay. So let's get back into these comments. She said, Kimberly said they're trauma bonded. Girl, Tina said, and this is what I was trying to like have a discussion with before. Like, she's one of the homies with benefits. It's really sad. She needs a caring big sister or someone who truly cares. The thing is, she has a big sister. She has big sisters. She has aunts, you know, but they come from sorry. If you know anything about Chrisean's past, her mom was beat up by the dad. Okay, a lot of crazy things has happened in their family. They're one of those real ghetto families, right? Beat up like all the time. She told us a story about how he used to take the mom outside when she would be crying after he beat her ass and tie her to a tree outside. Right, tie her to a freaking tree, y'all, outside in their backyard or whatever, so he didn't have to hear her crying in the house. Like, it's dysfunction all the way around. Okay, it's crazy. And like you saying, Tina, she is the big homie. I don't understand that sort of mentality, that sort of, you know, oh, that's my nigga. No, it's not. You know, it's very dangerous. And it allows these men already, too many of them want to act like we're not women to begin with, right? Adding the fuel to the fire. Like, I'm a prince. I tell everybody from jump, when you meet me, I'm a princess. I'm not really going to argue with you. I will dub it out. I will bounce. I'm not doing it. By the time I tell you about your mama and tell you about yourself, I'm out already. Like, I never understood how people, you know, like, I see you, Destiny. I'll click on you in a minute. I don't understand how people get into it, bust dudes' car windows, doing all of this shit, and you right back. Like, that's crazy. If it get to the point where you disrespecting a dude, I don't even understand why you with him, because everything in him, just knowing a man is going to make him, even they disrespectful anyway. That's just going to give him a reason to why he can feel like he gonna disrespect you even more and more. Hey, Destiny.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Perfect. I just kind of wanted to join the conversation. I've never joined a stream yard on your lives, but I love your content, so I did want to say that.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm a little bit older. I know I look young in my picture, but like, I'm 36, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I've been through, and I've been through the 90s and the 2000s, and like, just
you like me, we've been here, we've been around.
Right. I've been around the block, and I think that what people fail to see in this situation is that, yes, she does have trauma and he has trauma. It's a lot of alcohol, it's a lot of drugs, it's a lot of fame, it's a lot of money being thrown around. But for real, like, they both need to separate and heal before they enter into another relationship, and they clearly are just toxic together. But I think that like TikTok and just social media, they take this mental illness and this toxicity and this trauma bond, like they take it, and I feel like they've made it so popular that it's common now, and people are trying to like sort of like dismiss it a little bit. You know what I mean? Like their
Act
trauma
like
bond.
it's normal. Yeah.
Right. And it's debilitating. Like it really is. And like she genuinely has some mental issues going on.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of them stem from her, you know, her childhood and her past. But until she actually goes away, like far away from him, far away from the limelight, and like gets to the root of it and digs it up and like fixes that shit, she's not going to be good for anybody. I don't think it's just Blueface.
Yeah.
I also feel like he probably has some too, but he's had somewhat of a better childhood than she has, from what I've
His
gathered.
mama crazy, but he ain't have the amount of trauma Chrisean has had, or the type.
Exactly. And I think she feels safe with him, right? So, you know, and of course we don't know what he says to her behind closed doors because they're always back together.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because I mean, I'm sorry, like you hit my mama, like I'm gonna kill you. You know what I mean? No, I'm sorry, but you know it's a problem. Like you don't get to just, you know, cause so much havoc and you know, in my life, and then me be like, but you know, that's my boo. Like it's just it's too much. But I honestly, I just wanted to come up here and just say that even though yes, she was doing the most, you know, in that video, and she's been doing the most ever since we've been introduced to her, I genuinely pray for her healing, because even though she right now is in a bad place, like don't nobody deserve that. You know what I mean? Like just that embarrassment and that just, I mean, I don't know. I pray, and I also feel like if somebody doesn't get her and genuinely help her, like something bad's gonna happen.
Something
And I don't
really bad. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't want that. And then also you have to think about him. Like what is that gonna do to his psyche? You know what I mean? Like if something bad happens to her and he knows, like, man, I should have, you know, like it's just sad all around. But a lot of these young, you know, girls and dudes, like they think it's a game. They think life's a game. They think love's a game. And just, you know, they think that their partners, whether it's a dude or a chick, they think that they're disposable and they can find somebody else. But like you could truly, you know, burn bridges, and you know, karma's a, you know, a B word. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I feel awful watching that video for him and for her. And just for them to like air it, you know what I mean? Like I feel like they knew that they were gonna get the clicks and views, and we kind of did need to see that. And hopefully she sees it and is like, man, like I'm crazy, and this dude got me out here looking crazy, you know, on TV and in social media. Like I live in Kentucky, you know what I mean? Like I saw it. You know what I mean? I'm in a damn country, right? You know what I mean? And it's just like, and what are you teaching the like your children and the children, you know, who listen to Blueface, like that's acceptable, you know, like it's okay for you to treat women like that, like, you know, or let them embarrass themselves like that. Like he may not be hitting her and she may, you know, be violent to him, but I mean it's the mental game, and I feel like he's playing into it a little bit, because like I remember his one song, but that's about it. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't know, like I just wanted to kind of get up here and just encourage like everyone, like this is real life. You get one shot at this, and you should want to be loved the way you should deserve to be loved. Like everybody deserves that. And you know, just pray for her. And you know, I just wanted to say hi to you, Jovi, and I hope you feel better.
Thank you so much, Destiny. I appreciate you coming up.
No problem. Y'all have a good day.
You too. Bye. Okay. I also would like to say Canva Cafe donated $5 to the Cash App. She said for the support of the channel. Thank you so much, Canva. Like I said, all donations are thoroughly appreciated. You know, I don't care. 5, 10, 20, whatever. Everything is appreciated, y'all. Y'all are great. Okay. Oh, hold on. I forgot somebody was waiting. Hey, Happy.
Hey, hi, Jovi. Hi, Jovi. Hi.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. How are you, my love?
I'm okay. Healing, but I'm cool.
Well, God is good. God is good. I just wanted to say hi to everybody. And with this particular video, because I don't watch that, what was it, the no jumper thing, and how I seen it was just me scrolling through YouTube as always, right?
Yeah.
And my thing is everything, and not just this particular video, but I'm gonna get to this particular video. But first, I just wanted to say that I just think that for me personally, what hurts me the most out of everything is that I feel like there are way too many women blaming Chrisean.
Mm.
First of all, she's with the man, right?
Yeah.
The man is with her, and he is older, correct?
Is he older?
I believe he is. Yes, he's definitely older than she is.
Probably by like a year or something.
Regardless of what, I'm just saying
He's
she came
26.
into it because she was a part of his, like flavor of love, right? When all these women came from all over the place, they wanted to be with him and all that, right?
Yeah.
After he was with that Bridget woman, right?
Yes.
Uh-huh. So it's like that. So she's seen him, he had a song or whatever, famous, whatever, a little bit of fame, and she ran to him, a young girl. Now, how many years ago was that? So
I
think
don't know.
about it as well. All those years ago now, and she may have been doing fine. As everybody said, oh, she was doing so good before she met him, and all this other stuff. She had this going for her, that going for her. And yeah, she still has a lot of stuff going for her if and when she decides to leave that man alone. But as far as blaming her and all this, like I said, I'm disappointed in the amount of women that I see in all these different little clips of videos. And it's like everybody's blaming Chrisean, but nobody's blaming that man. And I actually have Zeus, and I've had Zeus for the longest since Jocelyn's Cabaret, right? And I've never unsubscribed to the subscription.
Okay.
I've never unsubscribed to any subscriptions, I may have been unsubscribed from Jovi's Beauty subscription because I guess I passed all the colors or whatever, and then I didn't understand what the next move was. But that's neither here nor there, right, Jovi?
Okay.
No, but seriously, I just really don't get it, because anybody who watched that episode should have known and connected all the dots that he beat her ass. If you watch that episode, both of her wrists are bruised up, something terrible. Like she was being held down tight, and her face and her knees were scraped up and her elbow was scraped up. He beat her ass. Did y'all see her face?
I don't have Zeus.
No, but I'm just saying, even there are clips also out there, but I'm telling you, he beat that girl's ass, and that's why she hit him with a bottle. Everybody wants to show that piece that made their show, that after she had makeup on and all this other crap that had nothing to actually do with the episode, because she didn't actually wear those clothes in that. Anyway, putting on this lip liner and lip gloss or whatever in the mirror, talking about, oh, he called you a bitch again, bust him in the head again. No. He beat her ass. Her whole face was bruised up. The whole, if I'm looking at it, it would be right. So the whole left side of her face was jacked up. She literally had to have her assistant, stylist or whatever, bring her clothes, and she had to get dressed in the car. She couldn't even get dressed in the house and put makeup on and all that stuff in the car. Change her outfit and everything after getting beat up by that man. Yeah, she may have picked up something and busted him in the head. Who knows if it was a Henny bottle or not?
No, she said it was a glass cup.
Exactly. So this is what I'm saying. So whatever it was, she may have picked something and hit him, but of course he deserved it because he hit her. And more than half of that episode was her trying to get him to say what he did before what she did. You know, he tried to make it seem like, oh, well, she deserved it. And I don't even get how people are still mixing up the two, because he said he did all of that to her because he blatantly said it. He spelled it out because she called him a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, I saw it.
So that's what I'm like, wait a minute, but he whipped her ass.
He
So
beat
y'all
her
are mad
ass.
because she hit him with a bottle?
She didn't
That makes
say
no
beat,
sense.
Wait. She didn't say he beat her ass.
Yeah,
sat
she didn't
there,
say it.
She didn't
But
say he beat her ass. And I 1,000% understand somebody do all this wild shit to you. You're gonna defend yourself. She
exactly.
keeps defending this. She keeps defending him.
Exactly. Thank you, Jovi. I'm glad you know the truth.
If he beating her, if he whipped her
Yep,
butt
and she's
before that,
protecting him. And
while
she
he
keeps
there,
protecting him.
and
Yep.
in her so-called protecting him, she's making herself look crazy.
Exactly. And just like, okay, and now that brings us to the no jumper thing, right? And that's what she was talking about again. And again, she made herself look crazy. And then the whole thing, she's just like, the thing that broke my heart again is because she's just yelling his name, and not even his real name, of course, but she's like, blue, 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 blue. Like, what?
Mm-hmm.
After you was protecting him and doing all this stuff on the show, off the show, because of course that was filmed, you know, at least a month ago, those episodes, right? You know, more than that, whatever. And then she just said, I'm like, this is so sad. And it's not even like she was actually fighting back or whatever. Yes, she may have kicked whatever initially coming out of that room. But like they were just manhandling her. She wasn't even, she just kept calling for that man, and that man wouldn't even get up and like just talk to her. Like I just felt so bad. But what makes me feel sadder is that all the women are coming for her and they're just blaming this young woman. Because let's be clear, some of us were not doing so bad, like meaning we had more common sense and all of that other stuff at that age. I get it. So I'm not gonna call her a little girl or anything like that, even though I am in my 30s as well. Okay, I'm an 80s baby, but it's like I don't think common sense is that common. And if she didn't have a you know, if she didn't really have people to look up to, I get it. But at the same time, a lot of us have been through it. You know, I don't really see that as an excuse. But what I don't get is why people don't have more compassion. You know, knowing people's situations, like to this day, like there's a lot of us, people don't know everything we've been through and seen, but we still made it, you know, things like that. But I mean, to see all of this stuff and to know all this stuff about this young woman or this young man, and everybody just like, well, oh, well, no, that girl was really crying out for that man that really, it just seems like he set her up, but like he literally like,
I don't know if he set her up. Like
no,
I
no,
said,
no, I'm
I
saying it may
watched
seem
that
like that.
whole thing from the beginning, and I always like y'all have to have empathy for her.
He does not care for her.
Listen, and that's why. And then why are we with him? It's a loss. I'm here to tell all of the girls to do better.
Exactly.
You know
Exactly.
It's like, and I understand all of that. He said he beat you. I would have sat there and be like, tell him that you beat my ass. Tell him that you bust my face up. Tell him why I hit you. You know, but you
tell
ain't
me why my body
nothing.
was all scraped and bruised. Because I'm telling you, her whole body was covered in bruises.
You here trying to protect the nigga? Why? And you know, and he gonna beat you to death.
Yep. The next time she may not be able to grab something and hit him in the head with it. You know. And then turned it all the way around, and she went with him to the hospital, all this stuff, and then supposedly needed staples or whatever. He didn't even get them. It was just like, really, all of that for what? When he beat your behind, he didn't care about your face, your body, your bruises, your cuts, your scrapes.
But you know, you also know the saying: if you don't care about yourself, what am I gonna do?
Right.
Exactly. I've been here
you.
trying to be like, you know, and she could deserve better. But it's like, if the reality is, if you don't care about, and I get it, her life is effed up. But like you said, a lot of people's life been effed up. You know, we don't know what a lot of people have been through. But if you don't care about yourself and you gonna let this man do this stuff to you after what do you want me to do?
You're right. I absolutely agree. You're right.
We can
You are
only
absolutely
we can
right.
only help you as much as you're willing to help yourself. Like even if that was the case, and again, it might have been a setup. The way he was jumping back and just trying to move back, and she kept trying to push and push. Just say he beat. Stop saying y'all don't know what happened. Y'all don't know what happened, because he telling them what happened. He telling them his side. So you just need to say he beat the crap out of me. Say that, or else what is you doing?
Exactly. She said what she said, and but yeah, that's the thing. You got to stop protecting these men. And you know what? I'm gonna share a little bit. I was in a domestic violence situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is why I am now divorced. I'm a divorcee right now, or divorcee, however people like to call it, right?
We divorcees, darling. We
Right,
divorcees.
right. So, I was in a domestic violence situation, and I remember I took him back the first time after he violated me physically,
Yeah.
And so but at the end of the day, it went to court and everything. And I'm just like, oh no, we're fine. We're gonna work it out, all this stuff, right? So there were no charges pressed or whatever, because the state tried to pick it up and all that other crap, but whatever, right? And the next time, let's just say that was the end of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All together. But I had to be the one to be like, look, I'm not gonna take this. And no, he didn't go to jail, but I guarantee he never put his hands on me again. I never went back with him though. That's the difference.
That's the difference. That's the difference.
I didn't try to stick up for him anymore. Like I was out of love. Like I just knew. But sometimes it takes that. You never know. I mean, but like I said, I just wish some people would have more compassion. Even in that same episode though, that's another thing. Oh, I wanted to touch on. And because I heard you guys say, like with the last caller, you and her, that he may not have had it that bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, he was dogging his mom out on that last episode. He was dogging her out. He was actually telling her business when they were outside doing their one-on-one, while his sister and Chrisean were inside. He was really spilling the tea about his mom. And she was just sitting there like smiling and taking it just the way Chrisean does. I don't know if people peep that, but they might need to rewind that and listen to everything he was saying about her and this and this and that. And they need to put all that stuff together and go back to all those videos from the beginning, since before Chrisean was ever even entered into the picture, because that was also brought up in that episode about one of those things that first made me know about Blueface, was because it said Blueface, oh my gosh, kicks his mom and his sister out.
Yeah, I remember those things. I remember.
This is what I'm saying, stuff like that. But he was talking about that, and he was also talking about his childhood, something about how his mom was in a house and having her guys and her boyfriends and all that other crap, all in that episode. And he just shut her up. And the way he talked to her, I'm telling you, he treated just like he treated Chrisean. The only thing is, I guess he stopped putting his hands on her. Who knows? But yes, so that's another thing that was all in that same episode. It was just crazy to me. Like I was just like, and I hate when episodes don't have like nothing going on when they're just talking. But that episode was basically all it was. But if you listen to everything that was said and everything, even the part when it was his brother and all that, it's just like they got to the bottom of it. But basically, Chrisean was telling the truth about how, like, yeah, the mom did do this and that and that and that. So the mom admitted to all of that stuff. So all the people that was saying this, that, and the third, I'm sorry. I get it, where you want to fight and stick up for your mom or whatever. I understand that. I definitely understand that, because nobody's gonna tell me they're gonna put their hand on my mom, and I'm not gonna. I wouldn't give a crap what my mom did. But I honestly tried to fight my brother, because I tried to kill my brother. Excuse me, because he threw my mom's purse. So imagine if he would have put his hands on her. You know what I mean? You don't disrespect, and that's my blood, like, So I understand it. I understand that as well. I don't want people to think like it's one way or the other. No, but yeah, I mean, that's all I have to say, I guess.
All right. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for
And no,
coming up.
thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. All right, y'all. Let's get back to some of these comments. Like I said, I have dropped the link in the description if you would like to come up. And don't forget to hit that, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel. Hold on. Smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and all that good stuff. Okay. All right. Now let's get back into these comments. We backed up in comments, child. Patrick said, two damaged and emotionally immature people headed toward a devastating end. That young lady is a walking trauma unit. Someone says DC says she's always drunk. Listen, I know she's been through a lot of stuff, right? But like I cannot. And I've tried. I started the show off today by saying, y'all know I'm normally on her side, saying you don't know what he did to her before. And I get all of this, but like, and I've been there. I've been in these bad situations, and somebody need to say it. It is not okay. Choose yourself. Choose your life. It is real deal out here. You being, she said, even on the show, she's saying, "Oh, he gaslighting me." You recognize the fact that this man is gaslighting you. You recognize the fact that he's gaslighting you. You recognize the fact that you're looking crazy on here, and you're still here. You have to be able to choose yourself, your safety, your mental stability. Okay. It's not helpful. It's not helpful to her. It's not helpful to him. Like I said, I don't know who gonna take who out, but I feel like this continues. Somebody gonna take somebody out. It's not healthy to the perception that we give these younger kids who are watching this show. I say kids, but they're adults, but these 20 and 30, these 20 and 22 and 23 and 24-year-olds who are watching this show, that this is how it is. Everybody mad at Lori Harvey because she ain't taking no L's, when we should be mad at a situation like this. Okay. We got so many people angry at Lori Harvey because she dates like a teen, like somebody in their 20s is supposed to date, without being trauma bonded or being unhealthily, is that the word? Whatever, y'all know what I mean. Attached to people who you should not have those sort of attachments to, because they are dangerous. They're dangerous. Okay, both of them are dangerous. They're dangerous to each other. It's dangerous to yourself. You're putting your own self in danger, and you're dangerous towards each other. Who knows who's gonna take who out? She needs help. She says she needs help. She's embarrassing him all the time. She's traumatized. And I recognize the fact she's traumatized. And that's why she acting the way she acting. Being in this situation is not going to untraumatize her. That shit ain't going to go away. It's not going to go away. Hey, Jada in here. Yvette says she tries to sabotage every situation, even though he's no better. And that's real. And that is what I see. When I said I don't watch Zeus, I don't watch Bad Girls Club, I don't watch any of those shows, right? But when I watch this episode, or at least the first 45 minutes, okay, I ain't watch the whole thing. The first 45 minutes of this episode, from jump, I felt like she was trying to sabotage the situation. She wants to be, and maybe in her dysfunction or whatever plays out, even in the abuse and all of this, it plays out with her trying to control him through money. Right? Because you're right. Blueface ain't made a song since that Tatiana song. Well, I don't know no song since that Tatiana song, and that money has dried the hell up. So that's a part of her abuse towards him, in my opinion. Even though he has all the money, she gives it to him, so he can control it. Yeah, daddy, and all of this shit. It's like, I don't know, y'all. I don't like the situation. I don't like it. I recognize her trauma, but at the end of the day, I also recognize that this shit is dangerous and someone's going to lose their life. And she is a victim, but she is also victimizing. Okay? For you to choose to stay in a situation, because at what point is it your choice? I used to say this stuff about my own damn self when I was going through my divorce or whatever's clever. Or when you have to recognize, because if you don't recognize your part in the shit, you are doomed to repeat it. Where are you? You're bad. Yeah, he beat your ass. Sure did. And then you bust him in the head with a glass. Sure did. And then you still making excuses for him, covering up the abuse, covering up the welts and shit on your face with makeup and all of this, and you back in it. And he's throwing you under the bus. And at what point are you accountable for allowing this nigga to do that shit to you? Stop crying and do something to save your life. That's my point. Because we could all just stay in an abusive relationship and he did this to me, he did that to me. Do something to save your freaking life. Get yourself out of the situation and stop fucking crying. Crying ain't gonna get you nowhere. Trying to save him and trying to save the world's perception of him. Where the hell did that get you? Nicole says she set herself up. She putting gas on a flame that is already lit. Thank you, Barry. Barry just sent $5 more. Barry said thank you for the live. Thank you so much, Barry. Like I said, thank you everyone who donates to the channel. Y'all are all appreciated. Okay, just so you know. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. The interviewer was trying to be, you know what I'm saying? They was trying to be, and this wasn't like the No Jumper episode with the white guy. It wasn't the white guy. It was a black girl, and it's like a light-skinned black dude. Light-skinned might be black and Hispanic mix. I don't know. But they was trying. They was trying. And again, you so effed up and triggered behind the abuse you're experiencing, behind the abuse you experienced growing up. I get it. But then what are you going to do to save yourself? Because we could all, every abused girl or boy or whatever in this world could just sit there and allow a nigga to kill them. Allow a nigga to fuck their minds up. There's a lot of people who do that. Just sit there and allow a motherfucker to beat them to death. I love him thinking you can't get away. Thinking you stuck. We ain't stuck nowhere. Ain't nobody worth that shit. Nobody. And if that's what she's like, oh, he's gaslighting me. And so you actively recognize this and you are still sitting there like a dumbass. What, for show? For show? And I do agree with the last caller when they said she needs to go MIA and disappear. She needs to go into somebody's crazy house. She don't need to go back home because they dysfunctional over there. She needs to go to some therapy camp on some fucking island somewhere where ain't no damn cameras are able to come and heal and recognize that regardless of love or not, like Tina Turner said, what the fuck love got to do with it? Don't tell me you love a nigga so much that you're gonna let him kill you physically or just mentally destroy you. I don't want to hear that shit. That's not what my channel is about. I want to hear that shit. I need you to do something to save your life. I need you to do something to save your life. She said he's been acting irritated. I doubt he really is. He's been trying to make sure things work in his favor lately to realize his branding technique to make it seem like it's only her. And it's working. And she's sitting there like, you're acting weird, Blue. You're acting weird. He's acting like a nigga who don't give a fuck because he caring about him. How about you care about you? At the end of the day, how about she care about herself? Because you're right. Ever since that video, it was like a month or 2 months ago, where we saw him beat the bricks off of her in the street, and I was screaming for her, for everybody. Oh, she probably ain't had no money to go home and all of this shit. He's been trying not to look like the aggressor, 1,000%. Because he don't want to look like, so yes. So he's setting her up to take the fall, and she's letting it happen. Thank you so much, DJ. DJ, hold my eye, feel better. She said toxic people like to watch it. I don't watch the show. Like I said, I said, you know what? Because again, I wanted to talk about some celebrity stuff. Oh, hold on. Somebody's here. Hello.
Hi, good morning. Well, it's afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm fine. It's my name's Pakisa. I'm also the Canva Cafe. So,
hey girl, thank you for the donation.
No problem. I try to help out where I can. My money looking a little funny, but I know how it is to support a channel. So
thank you.
Once again, just thank you for all you do for the ladies here. And my heart really hurts for Chrisean, because when I see her, I wish she could see herself in a different light. Like if she could just have an out-of-body experience and see herself for who she could be and should be, and have some wherewithal to just put an end to everything and just, step up for herself,
choose herself.
Yeah. And I really wish she could get some help, some type of intervention. But at the end of the day, if you don't see it in you, it's nothing anybody really can do about it. And it's just so sad. And I feel like crying, but I won't. I'm a Pisces.
I'm about to say, you feel like crying, and you're emotional too.
Yeah. But I think too, I see it twofold. It's like what you said about her father abusing her mother. And I think maybe she looks at things as she wants to be the one doing the beating instead of she being the one gets beaten on. So I think maybe she's playing it defensively. Unfortunately, I feel like, she's trying to feel like she has the upper hand instead of being in the same defenseless position as her mom. She's looking at it as she's fighting for her life. I don't know if that makes sense, but
it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. That's why she's always talking about the girl being poor and always talking about money, and why I feel like she is kind of trying to practice financial abuse.
Yeah, but I just really wish she would just wake up and, like they say, smell the flowers, because before she knows, she'll be of an age and realize she wasted a lot of her life, and she may not get a second go around. She might end up on those old shows, like Dancing with the Stars, of washed up people and stuff like that. But I would hate for her to have to double back in that way, instead of, like us island people say, pick up her socks and figure it out, and just so I hope we pray for her, for everybody involved, not just her, other women who aren't in the spotlight, who go through the struggle. I wish they all could just see themselves of how they should be. So that's all I wanted to say. And I took forever to get on here because I'm gonna be 49, and even though I have my own YouTube channel, I'm not technically savvy. So I was trying to figure out how to get on. Forgot my YouTube user password. I didn't know what I was doing. I said, by the time I figure this out, this show gonna be over. But thank you, and good afternoon to everybody here, and I hope you feel better. Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye. Yeah, I agree. I think I do agree. I wish a lot of us who have been in these situations, because I say that shit to myself, like, damn, I stayed in way longer than I should have. It's like, if I could have just seen or knew that it was going to be okay, and shit, how better it would have been if I would have left sooner than I even did. Right? Because, like, damn, you stay all these years and you're like, I don't know, thinking somebody gonna change. They ain't gonna change, okay? But if you could just see yourself and be like, especially when you don't have nobody there that you think you can really talk to about these things, to just see what the after could look like, what the potential of the after could actually be, like what you could be experiencing in life if you weren't like like a three, like not him, Three Stooges, like a Scrooge moment, you know, where you could really like be able to see your past, present, and your future, and able to see what it could be like if you chose yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you would say, you know what, I ain't gotta fix this. Ain't no fixing this. I don't have. It's not my job to fix this. It's not my job to fix your crazy ass. It's not my job to try to do all of this. No, I don't want to. And maybe that's why I'm so hard with it when I get like over it, because like I said, I've been there, done that, and like I want you to be better. If you don't want to be better, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. You know, I have but so much, because I just know. I know how hard it is, and I know that we have to have that. It has to have inner strength for you to be able to say you deserve better than that. Say you don't want to be there no more. To stand up to people who would say, you know, because shit, I remember when I first left this, I remember I had a friend. Well, she ain't my friend no more. But a supposed friend that was like, "You sure you don't want to go back?" And I'm like, you know, I told, she knew what the hell was happening. She know way more than y'all will ever know. Like the craziness of it, and like I ended up not being friends with her because in the long run, hindsight 2020, she ain't want the best for me, period. You know, but just being able to recognizing those things and recognizing when people, even if they're supposed to be close to you, aren't looking out for the best interest of yourself, but you know who gonna look out for the best interest, who should be looking out for the best interest of you, is you. It's you. They could talk all this bullshit they want to talk. Your mom could say, oh, he's so great. He's so Why would you do that? Why would you fuck up? They don't gotta be there and live with him beating your ass. They don't have to deal with the mental abuse and the gaslighting and, you know, making you seem like you the crazy one. They don't got to, none of these people got to live with that but you. Let me get back to these comments. Again, I dropped the link in the chat. Please don't forget to donate to the channel. The Cash App is on the screen. And if you want to jump on here, jump on here. DJ said, Jovi, I ain't gonna lie, I like Chrisean, and I don't. I feel you. But I feel like with all the money their managers have, why don't they get her help? You can't help, you can't get people help if they don't want help, number one. And why would they get her help when she a cash cow? But exactly what you're saying. For now, though. Only for now. She's only a cash cow for now. Okay. She said, this is entertainment for these kids now. And look at where these kids' lives are going. We got a 23-year-old running over the Bangkoks. There's a video of him after he got traced out of Brazil. Like, they don't understand. They're too young to even understand relationships. This is our job to tell them that they're stupid and that shit is not okay. This is not entertaining. It is not cool for your dude to be beating the bricks off of you. It is not cool for you to be defending and protecting your abuser. It is not okay. It is not okay for you to for your facial structure to be adjusted because some nigga is beating the shit out of your face. Hey, Happy, what's up?
Hi. I came back because I was timed out in the chat. I don't know why I was timed out. You know, I'm very white in the chat for everybody out there, for all the moderators and everything. I was timed out, so I couldn't comment anymore. But as you were just saying, to your point about what was it right before you said about protecting your abusers and all of that?
Mm-hmm.
It was right before that. What was it that you were saying? I'm sorry, because
I don't know, bro. I'll be going off. I don't know.
Because it was something you were just saying while I was in the background. But also, I would like to ask to just stay in the back. Like, I won't, like, of course, my mic will be off or whatever. So that way I could just, listen or whatever.
Okay. All right, no problem.
If
you want to say something in a private chat. And I know.
All right. Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Okay. She said it's cute and funny as a character. Yeah, but it's in real life. It's like it's not, and I'm tired of us being this not cute and it's not funny. It's not cute and it's not funny, and it should not be who we think, what we think is appropriate for us, especially in our community. Right? It should not. It should not be like, oh, you know, black dudes just be beating up on girls, and black women just be taking it, and we so overly strong and manly, we just taking punches to our fucking face like nothing. Nigga, out here, people's out here destroying women's fake bone structure. You seen Dr. Dre's wife, what she looked like now? She used to be real cute. Now her face all hard looking. Why? Because she been taking about 20, 30 years of freaking closed hand punches to the face from this diesel idiot. We have to pick us. That's how I feel. You have to pick us. You have to pick yourself. You have to choose yourself. Ain't no man. Let me tell you another thing. Ain't no man even worth having if he's not okay with you choosing yourself and your personal safety. Allowing all of this shit to go down is just a recipe for it to go down. It's just a recipe for it to go down. Because ain't no man that really cares about you is going to be offended by you picking your own safety. Period. End the story. That just says how much he ain't for you. Let me go down more because there's a lot of things in this chat. Hold on. Where are we? Damn right, Bonnie. I don't do this for free. So, or you could throw a thumbs up. You could donate to the channel. I didn't realize that Happy was Barry White. Ooh. Happy said, who is also Barry White. I know who you are now. Now that she said that, I know who you are. Girl, why is your name Happy and not Barry White? But okay. She said, I remember Jovi. I don't need to say it though. I need these young people to stop saying they're in relationships with people they just met. That too. They need to learn about their partner. That as well. Jumping in and out of relationships. No, you're dating, ma'am. You're dating. You should be dating and not just belly flopping into a dysfunctional relationship with somebody you don't even know. Child said he can't even freestyle anymore. He can't because anybody response is going to be, oh, I said, Chrisean, the bush upside your head. C. Palmer said both of their reputations are destroyed behind this foolishness. Thoroughly, I believe it. Bonnie said the part that cracks me up is her apologizing every time she cut up. Like, sis, you keep the same patterns. It's the same thing. Listen, I get it, but here we go. I get it, but at some point, you have to choose yourself. I don't want to keep having to repeat myself, but at some point, you need to choose yourself, your own safety, your own mental stability. You can't just and then turn around and be like, oh, blue crying out for him. You know he ain't gonna be there. Why are you even doing that? I'm embarrassed for you. But why are you doing that? Because he just told motherfuckers to put you out. Why are you screaming and crying for him? You know he gaslights you. This is what you said. It's the pie season, child. It's the pie season. Because she still have this fantasy, and again, a dysfunctional fantasy based off of how she grew up. But there's that Pisces fake reality of not dealing with reality, and wanting to, this grand plan they have in their mind, thinking it's gonna play out like that. It's not. And then when it don't play out like that, get mad. Crystal said Chrisean is abusing Blue. She's too masculine and disrespectful to everyone. I do think that Chrisean is a little bit masculine. I understand why, because of how she grew up. I get it. But again, and how she grew up and what she's going through. But my thing is, I say this all the time. You don't have to be the same person you were yesterday today. You don't have to be You don't have to be the same person you were 10 minutes ago today. You could now. You can make a decision to decide that I don't want to be that person. Those kind of women, it does not end up good for them. I don't want to be thugging it out with no nigga. I personally don't want to be thugging it out with no nigga. I'm not thugging it out with you. Okay? I'm not doing it. If you want to do that, you know what you're going to do? Have to do that with yourself, because it's not going to be me. Once I get to the point where I'm telling you about your mama and you know, all of this shit, it's a dub. Because like I told you, my grandmother told me a long time ago, once you take a nigga balls away from him, that's it. Like, we can make, you know, fuck, what does love have to do with it? Hello, Jade.
Hi, Jovi. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I was listening. I watch you fairly often, and I was listening to this subject today, and it kind of touched me a little bit. You know, all of these young people, they think this stuff is cute until
someone dies.
Exactly, until it gets real. You know, until somebody gets hurt or somebody dies, or it's just crazy. I just know that me personally, I grew up on Staten Island, New York.
Okay.
I grew up in Manners Harbor Projects, and my mother was abused.
Okay.
So I saw her abuse her, chase her through the projects. You know, so it's just really sad to me. It's just really sad that these young women don't want any more for themselves than that. And you know, like you said, her mother was abused, so she saw that, but that doesn't mean that you have to live like that. You know what I'm saying?
True. That's very true.
You do not have to live like that, because I chose not to live like that. I was like, if anything, I'd be the person that'd be beating you up. I mean, sorry to say, but I was like, if anything, I'll be the abuser. There is no way that I would be in an abusive relationship. You know, I was just like, I saw that growing up. That ain't how I want to live. That ain't what I want my kids to see or anything like that. But yeah, that was just my comment on that.
Okay. I appreciate you coming up.
You're welcome, and thank you for taking my call.
Of course. Have a good Friday. Sorry. No, it's okay. I was just gonna say, have a good Friday.
You do the same.
All right. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah, guys. What's we at 138. I'm still gonna read the rest of these comments because I want to know what y'all thinking. This is a good topic. I'm happy for everyone who is calling in and giving their 2 cents. Because this is tragic. It is so tragic in so many ways. This is sad. And not only the posses is feeling a way about this. I told you I'm feeling a way about this. I woke up and when I saw it, I was just, what? I was just sick. I was sick. And I'm mad. I'm mad that someone says she needs a father. Someone says she thinks of him as his daddy, as her daddy. And I agree with that. Like, it's so sad. But I also think, at what point are we going to be held? Are we going to be accountable for ourselves? I say, as women, We could talk about these niggas being trash and all this shit all day long. But if you are only fucking with the trash, if you don't think you deserve more than the trash, what the hell? At what point, what the hell? Because she obviously thinks she she deserved this shit. Because if she didn't, what the hell? At what point are we gonna love ourselves enough to say that I don't want to be in this position? Or like I was telling you earlier about the girl TikTok that I saw where she was like, you know, Black women don't have a safe space. We're not given a safe space to be feminine, to be soft. And I agree with her, but I'm gonna double down on it. I'm going to give you a flip to that and also say, why aren't we giving ourselves a safe space? I believe that a lot of us are giving ourselves a safe space, but some people are just not wanting to be accountable for that. It is as my job to give me a safe space. I create that in my home and you know, not dating or being involved with men who do not understand that I am a fucking princess, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And creating that for myself, creating a situation where, or a space of my own where I can be nice and I can be soft and I can be feminine, because I'm not even engaging with anybody who's gonna have me out here acting a plumb fool. Because I've been there too. And have to, you know, and have to call myself as a grown-ass woman on that shit and say, you know what, this is not the life I want. This is not this is not the vibes I'm into. It's not what I'm trying to do. It's not who I'm trying to be. And being able to say, you know, and choosing me, like, you know what, nah, not so much. I really don't want to. I want to be treated like a princess, and if I have to be alone until that situation occurs for me, then that's just what I'm going to have to do. If I have to gatekeep who I allow in my life, my presence, even down to my friends, the kind of events I'm willing to go to, the kind of parties or things I'm willing to even go to, because I don't want to be in certain situations and the ghetto being dragged out of me. So I have to be some wild wildebeest in a fucking street. I don't want to. And I think we have the right and shit. I have the expectation of the ladies that follow me to say, you're better than that. And let's not, I make excuses for your crazy ass nigga. Get rid of that nigga and replace him with nobody, or at least replace him with somebody else who's gonna treat you the way you would deserve to be treated, and not fucking serve you up for the world for you to feel so goddamn unprotected that you have to act like something that you don't want to act like, or someone you don't want to be. I said what I said. Kay said, I think he's already afraid of her because she makes him feel validated. I think he is afraid to leave because she makes him feel validated and needed. Yeah, he did say in the other part of the interview that, you know, he's there because he knows that, you know, she need him to keep her calm, and is she gonna be calm? And if she does so, I do believe if she does something to herself that he'll feel away. But again, you gotta choose you. Going through the comments. She said, it's the nonchalant attitude for both of them after the violence that's scary to me. Like it's so freaking normal. And you're right. It's like she's went from And like even like I believe it was Barry who said it. Like she used to, people be like, oh yeah, she used to be all soft and she used to be, you know, now she all bloated and extra angry looking and extra drunk, and now she looks like she got a drinking problem. I don't know if she had a drinking problem before, but now she definitely got one, right? And it's like all of this shit, and all it did was deteriorate her. She's 23 years old. All it did was deteriorate her. Like, damn. Just eating you alive. To be with him, to be with anybody, forget him. To be with any man, allow your life, your energy force, your youth, your everything to just be sucked dry. No, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Not in my opinion. Everybody's going back and forth in the chat. Some people say she gaslights him, he gaslights her. They do it to each other. But as a woman, I need her to choose her own mental health and her own safety and her life above all. Because at the end of the day, you know, you're right. You're in a situation where nigga is dumping you upside the head. And even if you were nice and soft and sweet before, and that's for anybody, these motherfuckers could damage you. Your outtake from now on. You know, oh, everybody gonna try to abuse me, and now you the damaged angry woman. Why? Because you stayed in an abusive relationship when you shouldn't, for too long, when you should have left the first time. Now you're angry. Now you think everybody is out to get you and everything is attack, and now all your energy is bringing in is other negative, horrible ass men. That's how I feel. All right, let's get these comments done so oh my Lord, so we can get out of here, y'all. That's a lot of comments. Again, let me drop this link one more time in case anybody want to jump up here, but we're gonna be jumping out of here soon. Okay. Yep, Jada. He set her up and she's allowing herself to be set up. She's allowing herself to be set up because she loves him. What's his love got to do with it? I keep telling y'all, I've been young and dumb and in love and all of this shit, but at the end, and I'm telling you, it ain't worth it. I'm telling you, the effects that shit will have on your psyche ain't worth it. These niggas will move on and be just fine in they fucking new lives, and it will always be your problem. It's you. Cause we the emotional ones. We the ones that a nigga bust you aside the head in the car and then go into the church or you go into with other people, and now people don't know why you acting like that because they don't know that he done bust you in the fucking head in the car. They don't know what he did. They don't know what he said. But we allowing it. And I can only feel bad for you listen. Because you making other young girls think like this shit is okay and appropriate, and it's not. If we don't choose us, nobody will choose you if you don't choose yourself. Nobody can love you or will love you if you don't love yourself. They're not your mom. The only person who do that is your mom. Half of the time, not even your dad. Half of the time, not even your dad. If you can't choose yourself, ain't nobody gonna choose you. Somebody said he gaslights his mom and his sister as well. I believe it. I still think she's dangerous. I said what I said at the beginning of this show. I believe he's dangerous, but I believe she's gonna put him under the ground before he put her under the ground. I believe she's manipulating too. And again, I know she's been through the trauma, but you can't keep saying a nigga abused me and that's why I act like that. Leave him. Leave him. Leave him. Because after he break your bone structure, then what? After he punch you in your face because he a dude and you're a woman and break your freaking face, then what? The mods aren't playing. They on it all the time. Somebody said it's crazy how how fame can make someone act a fool. I don't think it was fame. I just think she's mentally messed up in the head. And the drinking don't help the situation. The drinking does not help the situation. Someone says he's probably the best thing she ever had. And I get it, but I don't. And maybe because I'm big and grown and I've been, like they said, like the other caller said before, I've been around. I've been 23. I've been young and dumb. I told you I've been in a marriage where I was like, why the fuck am I here? What the fuck am I doing? Well, I recognized that shit. I was married. I ain't dating no nigga. And I'm like, what? What? Like, come on. She says, Sonia says, stop calling your man daddy. Listen, she want to call him daddy really because she thinks he's her daddy, not in a oh big daddy sort of way. Nope. In she ain't, her father was abusive, he crazy sort of way. Hey Jada.
Hey. You know what? You didn't happen to see me before I got on, did you?
No, what happened?
Okay, great. Because I didn't know when you brought me up. I just heard, hey, Jada. And I looked back like, oh, I did stop my camera quick then.
No, I didn't see you. I just saw the your profile.
Okay, all right, great. All right, so listen, everybody. Hello. Like, share, subscribe if you like the vibe. Join the Jovi Beauty School VIPs by going to youtube.com/Jovi Beauty/join. Feel free to drop her a cash app if you would like. Did I say cash app? Cash app if you would like. Also, you can super chat her. Follow her on all social media platforms. Listen, I just came up here because, well, now I have two reasons why I came up here. The first reason is because I just talked to a concerned parent today who did not want their son to be outed as being the person who is doing the snitching, but he showed his mother these text messages that one of the girls at the school was getting beat down by her boyfriend. And she sent the message to one of her guy friends because the guy friend found out. And so he like, my man gonna be after you next. So just chill. And so nonetheless, it got outed. The mom wanted to know if she should tell the school. So I told her, absolutely. Absolutely. The way that the text messages went, the girl is literally saying he is pounding her out. Wow. And I'm like, wow.
Forget the school. I just went to the police.
Yeah, I mean, you could go to the police, but
the school ain't gonna do nothing.
And I know that because I used to be on the inside. But the thing is I'm like, if you don't know who the parties are, you got to go to the school first.
True.
You got to go to the school first, show them what you got and see what the school does. Turns out they had been speculating that it was him who had beat her up one good time.
Okay.
But they had no evidence. My thought is, what's going on with the parents that they don't, you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, um, so now today he will be picked up by police. I don't know if it has happened yet because I've been at my appointment, but the school said that they were going to have him arrested, so the police will be up there. The mother has been called for the child. I don't know about the young man or not, but I'm betting that they did call. And my thought is, it was said that other people knew that she was being beat down. And she wasn't the first one he beat down. There's a whole nother young lady that he had been beating on at the same school.
Wow.
Now, this is what's about to get y'all. Y'all ready? They're in middle school.
I kind of knew you was going to say that, you know.
Isn't that
I
crazy?
knew you were going to say that. Oh, my God.
And people are like, what is he seeing at home? And where is his? I'm like, you know what? Sometimes in this last several set of, or I shouldn't say last several, these last two generations of kids, they no longer have to see what's happening in the home or with their neighbor or with their friends, people. They are watching stuff like Chrisean Rock and Blueface.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why yeah. And it's dangerous.
It's dangerous. And here's the thing, y'all. We can say all day these kids are out of control and blah, 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 blah. But these kids aren't the one paying for Zeus as to the reason why they can see a lot of this dysfunction.
You're right.
Some of them are watching all of these different shows that we pay for.
I don't pay for
We're
it.
not blocking them from seeing it. We're not even blocking. You say what?
I say you're right. I'm agreeing with you. You're right.
It's crazy. I'm like, y'all don't want to monitor your kids because you're too busy wanting to be friends with your kids or feeling like you don't want your kids not to see stuff. But some of y'all kids shouldn't even be on Twitter.
That's true.
As much PORN as I see rolling across the timeline, that's one of the reasons why I hate getting on Twitter. My Twitter is dead to the world, child. I be like, ooh, I don't even understand how these come up as suggestions because I don't be looking for them. But somehow I'll get an alert. It'll be this, right? It's always some juicy news. You know what I'm saying? Like some juicy outed news. And I'm like, so if I'm seeing this and I'm not even searching, I barely get on here, but I get the notification. Why? Or a notification suggestion or something like that is what they'll say. Then I'm sure the children are.
Yeah.
Right.
Why are these kids watching Beggars Club? Why are these kids watching these sort of, my kid is obsessed with the Gilmore Girls. And I am
Girl,
so
I don't even know what that
happy.
is.
Exactly. It's a white show about this Rory girl. You probably watched it like 10 years ago. This show was back out when I was in high school. I was like, what?
Oh, I do remember that from back in the day. Okay, so it's just back out.
No, she be watching it on repeat. She's upset. And I am so happy that I have to be like you and these damn white girls instead of what's on Zeus. What this one is doing, what this ghetto stuff is happening. Because if we keep feeding this into our children, they're going to think it's real life.
Yes. They're going to think this is real life. And because it's so much dysfunction, like I had to tell my cousin, you got to understand that, because we were talking about her sister. I'm like, you got to understand that your sister is younger than us. She's in her 20s. We just started our 40s.
Mm-hmm.
She from a whole nother generation, boo. So the stuff that you talking to her about is foreign.
Yeah.
The opportunities you tell her she can have, foreign. The type of man you tell her she can get, foreign. The type of woman you tell her she should be, like the basic standard, foreign. And I'm like, you sitting up here saying that everybody is egging her on to be the worst. But I'm like, you got to also remember social media.
Yeah.
Social media, these TV shows. A lot of us geek up these TV shows that should have never hit TV.
Yeah. Should have never been.
They be some of our highest rated shows. And I'd be like, I know everybody ain't watching this dysfunction. It got to be the non-blacks that are keeping these dysfunctional black shows going. Because it can't just be us. They such a smaller minority of our people that it can't just be us. We have got to shut down stuff that places us in a bad light and does not place our children in the right spaces. I cannot place it upon the young people that don't know no better. Sorry about that. I can't place it on the young people that don't know no better. It's going to take us older people to not throw our hands up and be like, you know what, this younger generation is listening to this stuff and watching this crazy stuff. We need to be like our older parents used to be. Remember when rap came out?
Yep,
And they was out there burning CDs and stuff.
Right? You couldn't even listen to it. I remember
Remember when they were trying to take stuff out of our schools and our parents was up there like, no, we ain't doing that.
Yep.
That's the way we need to be, y'all. Forget if your friends gonna be talking about the kids gonna say that they parents is too involved. That's jealousy talking.
They wish their parents
was that involved. Absolutely. You see somebody out here and they hanging with the wrong folks, it is time for us to snatch them back and place them in different atmospheres so that they see what's real. We got to stop leaving it up to social media and networks like Zeus and different other bigger networks that sit up and place all of this craziness in our children's faces.
Yep, for them to think that's real life. That's how things are supposed to be. That's how it's normal. Oh, he beating her up in junior freaking high school. Oh, that's just what happens. That's just, that's just relationships. What are you telling these kids about what to expect was what is expected from them and, as they grow? It's crazy. It's too much.
Absolutely.
That's why I said I be like, oh, I be a little annoyed. I be like, Rory Gilmore? But you know what? Listen. All right. I would prefer that than, watching the Love and Hip Hop of the world, the Bad Girls Clubs of the world, and no. Absolutely
no, it's
not.
crazy. My daughter has completely decided that she don't even want to be inside of high school doors because she's like, this might be a good school, which it is. Her school is a very good school. But even some of those children are a bit messed up.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't even hide a lot of this stuff from these kids no more, no matter what their backgrounds are. No matter even what some of their smaller interests are. They can want to be doctors, but that Zeus network is too tempting. They might want to sit up and be
they think it's just TV.
Lawyers or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that TV, that social media.
TV,
and I know I am a firm believer that social media can bring a lot of opportunities to your children. But if you're not blocking the bad stuff, y'all need to be putting social media on your kids' phones, kind of like how church people do. When churches put down that they are a church organization, do you know that the music selections that everybody else would get, they don't get? The type of stuff that gets put on their timeline, they ain't seeing none of our stuff. Because I run a church Instagram. Girl, they don't get none of that. I tried to look for a Christmas song and it would not pop up. And then I said, oh, yeah, that's right. Because I labeled this page as religious. So none of that stuff is going. Too funny. This is the way we need to be with our children's stuff. We need to be selecting that our children, the category for our children's accounts are for children.
And they don't.
So that they don't have to see all of this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just too real out here. Because the most dysfunctional people got the loudest voices and they are the weakest in the room.
Yeah.
So that's it for me. Okay, so another thing. I was gone for a hot minute while I saw this video that you dropped. It was a short. And when I came back, I see that the mods were saying something about, like you got to watch your mouth or whatever. You're going to get blocked. Y'all doing too much. And did somebody else come up and say we blocked them too? Listen,
I'm looking at a comment.
97% of the time we right. You say what?
I said, I'm looking at a comment. Mimi just donated $5. Thank you, Mimi, for the donation. She said, your moms are abusing their power. I was put in timeout for saying Chrisean is delayed. I don't know what happened. I don't know
what happened either. I done missed that one, but thank you for the super chat. Listen, majority of the time, majority of the time, 95 to 97%, no, scratch it. I'm going to give mods the honest due respect. 99.9% of the time, we are correct when we do it. So either you have slipped with a cuss word, you have said something that was improper, you said something disrespectful. It might not even be a comment that you just said. We might have seen your comment above, because some of us have to filter pretty slow in the chat. Some of us go slow. Some of the other ones are checking recent. Some of them are checking older ones.
It's hard to go through all of the comments at the same time.
Absolutely. So, bear with us. I will admit I did immediately hide somebody real quick because I thought something weird was going on. I was like, let me check the other comments. And then I checked them and I said, okay, cool. And then I dropped them back in and apologized. But majority of the time, y'all, don't be sitting up here acting all weird on us. We are not over abusing power. And also, YouTube will actually block your comments and stuff.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Yeah, so if you don't see your comment come up in the chat, or somebody else will tell you, girl, as you comment, I don't see your comment, it's because of YouTube.
Basically,
yeah, that's most of the time.
YouTube will block you out depending on what you say. It won't even get to mods.
Yep, it don't even get to us. We don't even see it. It's already gone. You already out the dust. We have no clue. So we pretty lenient around here. I'm trying to sit up here and be fussing at us like that. We do our job and we do it for free. We love you guys. And that is it. That is it. I am out.
Friday,
please cover your children and cover the children that don't even belong to y'all.
That too.
I'm out.
All right.
I'm out. I'm out. Love you guys. Bye.
Hey, Brittany.
Hi.
Hi.
I just want to say I love Gilmore Girls. And I'm Black. I know I sound like a white girl, but I grew up overseas. So, as far as the Chrisean thing, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. As far as the Chrisean thing, it hurt my spirit. Obviously, of course, we're gonna feel for her, but for how much? For how too long? Like, for how long we gonna, oh, you should do this. For us, it's entertainment at this point, but it's not good entertainment. It's toxic.
Yeah.
And it's not a good feeling. So when I was growing up overseas, I actually grew up in Korea. I would watch like a lot of different TV shows. Korean people have reality shows, but it was positivity.
And okay, let me hold on. Y'all, just stop timing people out. We soon out of here. Just chill out. Everybody chill out. Okay? There's a lot happening in the chat. Everyone chill out. Okay? All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So I get the concept of the last caller of what she was saying, because I completely agree on that. And then as far as TikTok, love me some TikTok. And I don't know if you've seen the news, they were talking about how Asian people market to the Americans through negativity.
Well, yeah, because that's what we tell them that we like.
Exactly. The For You page, the toxic, all of that. And that's what kind of like got me. So when you have, other people come to you like, oh, you talk like this, oh, you a simp, or and I'm not talking about me, I'm just talking about like in general of people who hold themselves a little bit higher. You kind of get put down on the pedestal. They try to drag you down like, no, you ain't this, you ain't that. Basically not expecting you to set boundaries for yourself. And that's where it hit for me, that she didn't really set too many boundaries, or she didn't respect herself too much to set those boundaries.
Yeah.
And then also it goes back, of course, being young. young, dumb, and full of cum, as they usually say.
That's how I call it.
You're dumb and all of that. And it just takes me like, oh my God, it just realized, when did Instagram started popping up? Around 2009, if I'm right.
Something, yeah, around that time.
Around that time. Okay, I'm coming from overseas and Instagram was popping. Instagram was so chill, so mellow. Now you got it in 2023. You got all these ads everywhere, and then all of this toxicity is like one big thunderfuck. Sorry, I don't mean to cuss. Sorry. Just a cluster of everything, and it's not good. It just, I don't know, just manifesting things, you know.
Yeah,
I'm
sorry.
What I'm saying, but it's just not a good feeling.
It's not a good look. It's not a good feeling. It is it's like back in the days when cops used to come on all the time.
Oh yeah, that's right. Cops and I felt actually pretty good when they took cops off.
Yeah, because they, that structured people's mentality of who Black people were. Some people only ever saw Black people, the first time on cops.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So then they believe that this is just who we are, so it creates the narrative, like I said, like now, like we're just super aggressive.
Yeah, what's really bad, I don't mean to cut you off, but what's really bad about me moving from the States, I felt so dumb and oblivious to everything when I first came to the States. And I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'm a Black girl, but I had a certain kind of lifestyle over in Asia, like luxury type of stuff. But you coming over here and they look at you because your skin color, and I'm like, what is all of this? And then they look at you at the branding. So it like takes me back to when I was growing up, of where they asked me certain things because I was Black. Oh, can you clap your ass? Can you do all this stuff? And I'm thinking, what? Like, huh? And then when the internet started coming in, I started understanding a little bit more. Oh, so you have a brand of me that I'm supposed to be clapping my ass and getting in the fights and being a baby mama and doing all of this?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that is the stereotype of what they are, what they're trying to, who they're trying to say we are. And people like, Chrisean wilding out and doing all this crazy, it is still the stereotype of who they want the world to think we are as Black women.
But when I tell you, I really did not see this getting this bad. Like it's horrible. I just didn't see it getting bad when it came to the entertainment, and they're pushing that toxicity onto certain kind of communities, mainly us, colorism, all of this. And okay, we know what's up. And then, the slave movies, which I do appreciate a good slave movie, but not all the time.
Yeah.
We're educated. We know what happened. So it's just overall. So overall, I just wish the best for her, but we don't know the outcome in the end. It's going to be a bell that you cannot unring.
So there you go.
You have a nice evening.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Okay, y'all have distracted the crap out of me. I don't know what is going on. I'm done because I want to deal with it no more. All right, I will be posting. I think I'm gonna come live tomorrow as well. I don't know if it's gonna be at noon, but I think I'm gonna, because I wasn't live a lot during the week because of my sensitivity to light. I don't know what's going on. Just everybody just take a breath and relax, and we'll catch this on the other side tomorrow. All right. She said, can we go at noon? All right, fine. We'll go at noon tomorrow. Fine, Jada. Damn. All right, so I'll see y'all tomorrow at noon. Okay, we'll do another live again to make up for the fact that I wasn't live early in the week. All right, I'll see y'all